Welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. Well, folks, it must be the end times. It must be the end. Skip Bayless is being accused of being heterosexual, folks. Heterosexual. Whoever would have thought it would be that Skip Bayless would be accused of being heterosexual. I just tried to make up a new word. I couldn't do it. He's being accused of being heterosexual, folks. God. And he's did everything in his power to show us and prove to us that he's not a heterosexual man. He's not. I mean, now they've gone to this length right here to frame this man as being heterosexual. You know, he even went as far, Skip Bayless, as dressing up as a woman and saying he is his own wife. Oh boy. He dressed up as a woman and said this is his own wife, folks. And for some, he did pretty good. He didn't do pretty good as far as it looking like a woman, but he did pretty good as playing the role as a woman and as being feminine. You know what I'm saying? Because that's him. That's his role every day of his life, is living feminine. And you know, these guys in the entertainment industry, once those cameras turn off, oh boy, they're gonna be flaming around. They're gonna be flaming around your Jimmy Butlers, your Dwayne Wades, your Chris Pauls, your LeBron James. Once those cameras turn off, and we done seen it, folks. It's a flame fest. Your Shannon Sharps, your guys like this, and I'm not just trying to, you know, single these guys out. Of course, Skip Bayless. The entertainment industry is ran and owned by homosexual men. You know, they had this thing with Tupac, and it's like, what are we talking about? Why do we even need to go into that? The whole industry is ran by gays, and it's been ran by gays since it started, basically. It's theater. Who you think runs theater in the arts? Gays. Managers, agents, executive producers, writers, did I say directors? Everybody. Clothes, makeup, managers, scouts. They run it, folks. Don't matter if it's sports, movies, music, sitcoms, fashion, anything that deals with entertainment, they run it. They run it. Politics, they run it. So let's not try to single Skip Bayless out as not being a heterosexual man. Okay? And let's not try to single P. Diddy out not being a heterosexual man. That's your Hollywood, folks. And that's already been shown for a long time. The reason why they use people like P. Diddy and, you know, it's the entertainment, folks. It's the entertainment value. White people don't have that entertainment value like black people, right? Or any other race. I don't know why. They brought in these Latinos in baseball and they couldn't provide the soap opera to keep it afloat. They brought in all these international players in the NBA and they can't keep it afloat. So yeah, Skip Bayless is being accused of being a heterosexual man via the R word. Well, let's not say the R word. What do you want to call it? Rivalry, right? He was going to give a woman money for sex, allegedly. That's what they're saying. Look, guys, the whole thing with this, you know, these guys that have 1.5, what was it, like 1.8, 1.2 million to sleep, literally, to sleep with a woman. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me, folks. And it's always gotta be somebody that's known, right? You can go out, when you have that kind of money, you can go anywhere to people, to women you don't even know, and have a sex fest with not even a quarter of that money. You can go to third world countries where they have some of the most beautiful women in this world, right? In Asia, the Philippines, Brazil, Dominican Republic, Cuba, all these countries, Africa, and these women will have a sex fest with you for nothing, folks. That will blow that woman out the damn door. This woman is claiming that Skip Bayless wanted to get with her. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. It's another Me Too movement ish that's ran by the gays. The Me Too movement, right? That stuff for the women has always been run by the gays in Hollywood. To bring their power one step higher in the world. That's it. To get men and women to hate each other. And oh yeah, they done accomplished that. they did a good job at that. Trust me. We had to do a whole video breakdown on that. Well, yeah, these is, like this guy I used to watch. I still watch him. He shows you how they always get their puppets at the end of their career, right? They're Hollywood puppets at the end of their career when it's already over. They're out the limelight, everything like that. This is what they do. They stuff been going on for years. They heard the report for years, and once it's all over, now they want to go after the puppets. I just don't have too much to say on it. I guess it can be a black and white thing. I don't know. I mean, when they put white people out there and they did something, they kind of like dropped off the map. So we'll see what this Skip thing. We'll see what this Skip thing, is it really going to stay in the limelight? I don't think so, man. They had something on this fashion designer. I forget what. This is how crazy it is. I can forget his name. And I seen it on the channel. I'm not going to say anybody's channel no more, because when I make a video, they don't give no shouts out to me when they do a video after I do a video, and I give a shout out to them, or I just give a shout out to them and they never give a shout out to me. So I'm not going to shout out nobody anymore. Because they don't shout my name out no more. And I was talking to somebody the other day about something like this, and I said, well, it's just because, when I first came on here, people act like they want to rock with me and things like that. And then what the past 6 months, I ain't heard my name once on anybody's channel, but I done said all kind of people's names. I done left all kind of comments on people's channel. And it's okay. I'm not gonna say if it's for a specific reason. I don't know, because I can't really tell you. But what I can tell you is the way I talk on my videos and the way I'm able to say whatever I want to say, because my channel ain't monetized and I'm not doing it for money. I can say whatever I want. So some people might not like what I say, which is a reality of life, and they done ran away from my channel. Or it's not about, them running away from my channel because they don't like what I say. It's because, YouTube, to be monetized, you really gotta walk a tight rope, and you really gotta say a lot of stuff like other people say, also known as not being unique. And if you listen to a lot of these guys, it sounds like they're saying things different, but they're really saying it's the same thing, saying the same thing in different words, just to stay monetized, right? So if you hear me, you come to my channel, and I'm just saying all kind of stuff, like, these NBA players really don't make this kind of money and stuff like that. And these aren't real coaches. These aren't real, these aren't real refs and things like that. That's something they don't want you saying. You know what I'm saying? And nobody in the YouTube industry, sports industry, still fight over a sports debate. Who's the GOAT, this or that, but they won't dare say nothing like that, man. YouTube will be off with their heads. And guess what? Not only that, YouTube won't put their material out there. So you really got to watch it, the stuff I'm saying in this video right here. Remember, you have to go along with really to get along. It's a good and it's a bad. You can play the bad YouTuber, or you can play the good YouTuber, but you cannot go out of those. You can't go out of those lines. You can't. You can't say it's all bullish, right? You can't say that. You either got to be good or you got to be bad. You can't say. You either got to say, oh, it's racist, or it's not racist, right? See, I would say racism is made up. It's made up by both sides. It's made up by both sides that work for the people up top. So the people up top made up racism. Racism is fake. It's something new. Yeah, so YouTube, they don't like the stuff I say because I'm not in line. I'm not in line with what they're saying, or they want you to say. You can only go two ways on what you're saying. You know, case in point, when I came out with that video a long time ago, they was really giving me views. I don't know if a lot of them were bots, because that's what they do if you stay in line. Not a lot of views, a lot of views too, but a lot of subs. So if you stay in line with YouTube, they'll throw you a whole bunch of bots, right? They'll throw you a whole bunch of bots, subscribers. So if you ever notice, let's say a person has, I don't know, 20,000 subs, and then you continuously look down at his videos and look at his views, you might only get 1,000, 2,000 views for those videos. Sometimes you might pop it off and get 10,000, but for the most part, so you're like, wow, how in the hell is somebody getting that less views and you're supposed to have all those subscribers, right? Most of those are bots, and they'll give you those bots. They'll give you those bots once you're monetized. You know what I'm saying? And once you follow the rules, right? And that's just the way it is. For me, no, they won't give me all them bots because I don't follow the rules, which means you can. We're not even cussing them out. No, but you can't say certain things, right? You can't say certain things. They won't get you monetized, right? They don't want. When you're monetized, they throw your channel out there for advertisement for a lot of people to see, right? Anyways, I was doing good on my videos until when I exposed ESPN. Nobody was out there saying ESPN in Fox Sports is owned by Disney. Nobody was saying that. So people really thought ESPN and Fox was really competing for something. It's the most ludicrous thing you ever heard, right? They're owned by the same people. And then when I came out with that thing that, this is really what put a dent in my channel. And I wasn't even mad. Like, when you're not monetized and making money off of stuff, you can say what you want, which is the truth. The whole Skip Bayless thing and Shannon Sharp thing, it was fake. The whole Max thing, Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith thing, it was fake. They was trying to save Mike and Mike morning show, right? So I can't remember this guy's name. I just can't remember. Was it Zubin, right? Zubin. So the guy Zubin that was over there, it wasn't Mike and Mike, but that show came from Mike and Mike down the line, because it was Mike and Mike for a long time. So it was Jay Will, Keyshawn, and Zubin over there, right? And look, Jay Will, he's not good. Stop. Get him off the TV. He's not good. But this is what we got now is low budget type of guys, because they don't want to pay nobody, right? This is the era right here. You don't have the top notch anything no more. It's whatever. And then you got Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn is good, but he's not good to carry a show. When he was on the NFL Countdown and all that stuff, he was great, but he's not good to carry a show, folks. So the worst thing on there was Zubin. He could not narrate. He couldn't narrate the show, right? He couldn't be the play-by-play guy of the morning show. Just wasn't that dude. So the ratings were going down, the viewership, and they had to do something about it. So they only had one choice, and try to go get Max Kellerman, right? They didn't really have nobody else. So they started this fake beef. What a coincidence, right? I'm going to tell you in a minute. They started this fake beef between Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman, right? Because this is what they do, man. It's people, you're going to have to wake up. It's entertainment, first of all. Second of all, It's not your company. You're not at the job. You don't work there. They're never going to tell you the truth and what's going on at their company. They're not, if you don't work for IBM, they're not going to tell you what's going on over there, or Microsoft, or even McDonald's for that matter. The owner ain't going to tell you what's going on at his company. Now, you can say something, but they don't want you to really know, right? So they don't know. They're going to get Zubin out there, get Zubin out of there because he can't carry the carry the show, because that will look a little racist too on top of that, right? I think the guy's Middle Eastern. You really don't want to go that route. Plus, you can do this route too with Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. And guess what? Oh, now you can get some more selling entertainment out of it, right? A little bit more soap operas, right? With the lie. Because if Max was so bad, why did he go take him to narrate a show over there? He wasn't. They had to get rid of Zubin. So they took him over there. For whatever it's worth, he's not, great or nothing like that. And, I think he was better than Zubin, but he wasn't able to carry the show. I mean, look who's on the show, Jay Will. You rather listen to Max Kellerman than listen to Jay Will. And nothing against Jay Will as a person, as a man, as a human being, but he should be on TV. He tries to play this serious, funny guy, and nobody believes it, folks. It's just not there. It's well, I won't put him in the class of Perk, but I'm just saying in the sense of Perk. Perk tries to play this stupid, funny guy, kind of like Charles Barkley, right? The guy who can't even finish a sentence. And we're supposed to take some credibility from this guy. The same guy that says a whole bunch of stuff that we've already said on our platforms. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? We've been saying this stuff on our platform for years. For months, and then this guy comes out and says this stuff that we already said, but can't even finish the damn sentence. He said, if he wants to talk about one thing, he'll talk about 80 things before he finishes a sentence. Like, what is this guy talking about? This ain't this guy I'm gonna take any knowledge from at all. But he's still funny, right? And he's like a dumb funny, stupid funny. But this is what Perk tries to be like, and you're not Perk. You're just dumb. You're just big dummy Perk. And look, guys, I don't really know. He might be funny in his real life. And when he's off ESPN or when he's not trying to act like this character, but he's not funny on that desk. He's just not. Maybe he is. I don't know. I think, some of these guys try to be put on a facade to try to be these characters that they're really not. Anyways, so that's what they had to do. Max Kellerman went over there. He tried to save the show. It didn't really save the show. It got better, but it didn't save it. And then the thing with Shannon Sharp and your boy Skip Bayless, they couldn't pay both of them guys. They just weren't getting those ratings to pay both of these guys. They just weren't doing it. It's too many shows or too many channels to watch on YouTube. People just ain't watching the NBA like that no more. Nobody cares about the NBA. So it was just like a one-sided thing. Maybe football people cared about. The NBA would be probably more dead than it is now if they didn't start these sports debate groups. And they did it a hot minute ago because they saw the NBA was going down. You didn't have those same rivalries, the same men, the same men that, want to possess positional skills and stuff. Like, we won't go too deep into that. We talked about that. But that's where these debate groups came from. So, ESPN and Fox, who, buys the rights from the NBA and NFL, can keep that product flourishing, keep it watchable, keep people caring about it and stuff like that when it does come on. And there's been no problem with the NFL, but the NBA has been a joke. So with Skip and Shannon Sharp, this was a fake beef too. Again, they couldn't pay both of them. So they're not going to tell you that. That's what I'm trying to tell the people. What they won't tell you on a lot of these platforms, right? Because a lot of these platforms, they claim they're not ESPN, Fox pushers or affiliates, but they are, man. Some of these people come out of these networks somewhere down the line, and they start their own YouTube channel, and they used to work for these organizations or some type of media company that was affiliated with ESPN or Fox or something like that. But they couldn't afford to pay both of these guys, right? Shannon did his thing. He was great. Skip started to go off the deep end as the years went on, but he skipped Bayless. But they wasn't getting the viewership to pay both of these guys good money. So they had to start a fake beef with them and wait for the DeMar Hamlin thing to happen. And Skip said that about DeMar Hamlin, how he was faking it. And what I can tell you is, Shannon came on. I think didn't he miss a day or something like that after Skip said that? Then he comes on and he's acting feminine, like a woman. Oh, I can't believe you said this. It's like, come on. And then that thing that he shut up and put on your glasses. Or did he say shut up? He said something like that. Put on your glasses. Like, come on, man. This is all drama, theater, acting, these type of things. That's what it is. And the people actually bought it because the YouTubers brought it to their channels as something real, because they want to make money too, right? Because that's how the world is ran, off of deception and lies. So it was basically the end of that show. They try to keep it afloat. Keyshawn try to come over there. Do you notice, when Fox Sports started, they wanted the debate shows or whatever like that, all these people left ESPN and went to Fox. And the people didn't even know that, they're owned by the same company. That's why. Yeah, so Shannon Sharpe, he goes over there to Fox or ESPN, and the reason why he couldn't be over there every day is they don't have the money for him. It's like he couldn't continue to be on Undisputed. It wasn't that bad of a show to cancel. They just couldn't afford them. They couldn't afford them. They won't get the viewership. Won't get the viewership to pay them. So they brought, Shannon Sharpe over there part-time, 3 days a week, whatever, 2 days a week, and they could pay him like that. They can't afford to pay this. And then he getting paid by his show. He's making crazy money on this show. So he really don't even need ESPN or Fox. I would think they beg him to stay. Right? They beg him to stay. But at the same time, they can't pay him to work full time. They don't have the money. Look at the people they have on ESPN and Fox. It's a joke. And a lot of times, once the shows don't work out, they'll try to keep trying to recycle the same people on different shows with names with different shows with different names on them. They don't have nobody else, folks. It's not a good network no more. And not that they don't have the time. They don't have the money. But they do have the money. They're not going to spend the money. They look at, well, how much low budget talent can we keep on here versus the viewership? That's what they look at. I mean, there's low budget talent everywhere. In sports, movies, sitcoms, everything we was talking about in the entertainment industry. There's not high budget, nothing no more. It's all low budget. That's why you get low budget results in music, movies, sports, everything. It's all low budget. Because again, remember the video we were talking about, they don't have the big dogs behind the scenes like they used to in the entertainment industry doing what they do. The people you never see, right? The writers, the executive producers, the people who, really make the music, those type of producers, just those people behind the scenes, you don't have them no more. These high level people, you don't have them no more. You don't have those genius minds behind the scenes, whether it's sports, music, movies, sitcoms, fashion, you name it. You don't have these people no more. They're gone, or they're retired. So you're never gonna have back what you have in the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, 60s, even in the 50s. Because a lot of these people who started, the entertainment industry, these people were genius. And you probably think, oh man, the 50s, the 40s, these are the people who came up with these things, folks. To get these wheels turning. And the people behind the scenes today are trash, I'm trying to tell you. I won't say they're trash, everything is cheap. Real cheap, and not, to a high standard. And I guess they've seen that we can give these people a low standard and they'll still eat it up, right? Who the hell will listen to people mumbling and singing? Well, if you play it enough times, I guess, right? And people will go out there and buy this trash. And the low standard that you can give people, once you keep giving it to them again and again and again, I guess if that's all they have, I guess they accept that and they say that that's acceptable and we'll take it. It's sad. I mean, what standards are you going to have in your life if those are the standards you're accepting that they're giving you now in entertainment. So let me get off of here, man. That's all I gotta say. I thought it was funny that now they're saying Skip is heterosexual. I mean, that's what they do with a lot of their puppets, right? They put them with, they put them with these transgender women, and they, try to get you to think that these guys are, they're heterosexual. That's all, folks. So, and they're really not. They're really not. Listen, I don't have nothing against whatever you are. That's fine with me. I have people in my family that's not heterosexual, and I just find it funny how heterosexual people are tricked. That's my only thing. It's like, how are people like, you don't know what's a man and a woman, who's heterosexual, who's not? I mean, men act a certain way. Heterosexual men act a certain way. They just do. I don't, like, it's the same thing for women too. Women don't know who heterosexual men are. Right? So that's why they'll look on TV and look at some of these singers, and they'll be like, oh man, they feel a certain type of way because he can sing like that and act like that and do things like that. And a man don't. What's the reason why? It's a reason why. It's a reason why. It's a reason why. We can't get in that, we can't get in that character of being something we're not. For some of these guys, it's easy to get in these characters and stuff like that, the way Shannon Sharp acts, the way Stephen A. Smith acts, and the way LeBron James acts, the way Jimmy Butler and all these fools act, because this is the way they act when the lights are off, folks. These people will tell you everything there is to know, but a lot of people are in denial about what they hear, what they see. And that's the worst thing about the world and how the world can be controlled, because you actually, instead of you having any instinct on what you see, what you feel, and what you hear, what it's trying to tell you, that there is trying to tell you, you're in denial. You're in denial. Because a lot of stuff will hurt your feelings because you don't want to be lied to, right? Grown ass adults don't want to be lied to. What I tell you guys before, the truth is ugly. It don't feel good. A lie is beautiful. It feels good. It's great. Give me some more of it. That's how the world is ran, folks. That's how the world's been ran for thousands of years. Off of lies that feel good. That's all they do is feed you lies that feel, oh man, come give me some more of that. That's the only way you can control people. You can control the world is by lies. That's it. Other than that, you can't control nobody. Because if you ain't controlling nobody, guess what? Everybody off doing their own thing, being unique, being different. They say, oh, you got to get up and go to work. You're going to say, nope. Says who? Says the lie. Says the lie, folks. So you're going to get up and go to work because you believe the lie. And they train you with the lie when you're little. Your parents when you're little. And that's about history, about the world, everything. It's a lie.